What's up, you Tubanites? Welcome to CovrPrice, comic book shakers of the week for today. December 8th, man. So you know what time it is. It's Freestyle Friday. But I'm here even throwing a bonus for you since it's December, if I have it. Yeah, so let's go. That's Freestyle Friday. We haven't heard from our girl DJ Chalet for a while. So while you guys are congregating, I know we're late, but what else you got to do, right? So congregate.
If you can feel what I am feeling, then the truth is just believing. You're my diamond girl, diamond girl, diamond girl. You're my diamond girl, diamond girl, diamond girl. You're my. If you can feel what I am feeling, then the truth is just believing. You're my diamond girl. Ooh, oh, diamond girl. You're my diamond girl, diamond girl, 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 diamond girl.
world where everyone had a Merry Christmas. The time is now.
DJ Lady Style, aka the Busy Girl.
Yeah, Christmas spirit,
I'm ready.
right?
I'm ready. Let's do it now. That was
time of the
perfect.
year again.
Yeah, Laura said it was good.
Hey guys, I saw Nemesis is in the house. Anthony was actually on his podcast last night, the comic podcast. So check that out if you haven't already. And hi
Yeah.
everybody, we have a really good list. I'm excited about it.
Gabe, say what's good to people.
Yo, everybody, thanks for showing up. Have fun with this list tonight, everybody. This is incredibly interesting. So, you might not. It might be a goose egg, but you're gonna learn a lot today. So you're gonna walk away with something.
This is definitely an offer list. The show is sponsored by our friends over at CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. And this here, Shakers. And we also do the top 10 every Tuesday. Show is also sponsored by our friends over at Bird City Comics. Use discount code of LOTLB. They got 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics store. We kind of alluded to something on Tuesday, but it didn't drop. So stay tuned. You know, Laura.
It's part of the gig. Sometimes they go through, sometimes projects get stalled. Yeah, we're just waiting.
Yeah.
But it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, it will be, from what I heard. All right, let's get right to it, boys and girls. Who's first? Is it you, Gabe?
It was me.
All right, let's do it. What
First
do we have for first shaker on the list?
All right, this is starting it off, everybody. This is going to be the theme of the show. So this is All-Star Comics #1. This is the retailer representative edition from DC Comics. This is 1999. In 1996, the 5th Realtor Roundtable Program Conference for DC Comics, the first special edition RRP was created with the gold embossed Superman The Wedding Album to offer attendees a parting gift for their attendance. 3 years later, they provided this rare All-Star Comics exclusive for the 1999 Baltimore Conference, a variant for DC's one-shot All-Star Comics featuring the Justice Society. While this issue doesn't hold great importance, it is important to note that there are only about 80 attendees this time. It's also 3 years before they produced the RRP variant for Batman 608. That's one of my grails, which brought hyper attention around the conference and the immense rarity around these exclusives. We've only tracked 2 sales since we've launched, with one setting an all-time high price of $450 for a raw copy that was about an 8.0.
Jesus. Yeah, I've never seen this in my life. So, yeah, good luck with that. All-Star Comics #1, the retailer representative edition from 1999, $450 for a raw dog, right around a very fine. All right, what do we got up next, Laura?
So keeping with the theme of this being an overnight, we got Captain America #1 by Horwitz. This came out in 1954. Now, this is an exceedingly rare book. an Australian reprint of Captain America number 76 with very little information out there as well. As part of an attempt to gain a foothold in Australia, Horwitz decided to reprint issue number 76 with a drastically different color scheme than the original. This was before the CCA could come into effect. Horwitz saw the writing on the wall and wanted to blast as much content as possible before regulations were put upon the industry. It was short-lived, however, as Captain America was canceled with number 78 in September. This ghost of a book recently made its way to the aftermarket in Australia, selling for $1,375 for a reported very good raw copy. By ghost, we mean exactly that, as there are no other sales in our database. Hard to compare, but still an incredibly neat book that squeaked through right before the man laid down the law via the CCA.
Yeah, so I mean, we've heard of Italian variants, we heard of Mexican variants, French, but
Yeah.
Australian variants, that's new to me. I mean, I didn't even know in 1954 too. That's crazy to think about it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and it's should have called him Captain Aussie. Right. But what are you gonna
Wow.
do?
Captain Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Captain America issue number 1 from Horowitz Comics, January 1st, 1954, for $13.75. That seems like a steal.
It does. It seems rather underpriced for a foreign edition. That's incredible. Whoever got it, congrats.
Yeah. So, ready for your next offer?
Oh.
This thing is ridiculous. This is Cinderella number 1 from Tiny Tales, 1946. When it comes to the Golden Age, there are few bigger names than Matt Baker. His body of work was huge during the 40s and 50s, despite tragically passing away at the young age of 37. A copy of Cinderella by Tiny Tales Publishing sold this week for $300. While this sale did not match the all-time high of $336, it is very close, particularly when considering the condition of this copy. While not technically a comic book, this children's book is a great example of his exceptional work and is considered to be his first professional work. While this is hard to prove, many sites do cite this. If it is, then this is severely undervalued. As the comic book hobby continues to mature, Golden Age gems by the likes of Baker, Schromenberg, Bald, and Kamen should become more and more sought after.
Never heard of it, never seen it, don't know what the hell it is, but yeah. But $300, yet another steal, I think.
Yeah, 1946. Come on.
Jeez, yeah. Come
I
on.
think he's almost 100 years old.
Yeah. Cinderella issue number 1 from Tiny Tales Publishing, from another one from, wait, the other one was from January 1st too, right? That was weird. I see a trend here. All right, let's get with that to the next one. This one maybe is an offer. Yeah.
All right, so we got the Comics Journal issue number 84. This is from 1983, Fantagraphics. You'll notice a slight theme in this week's market report, specifically around first creator work. Fans love to collect the earliest work possible of their favorite comic book legends. When it comes to Todd McFarlane, there are a lot of those collectors out there. So when a young Todd McFarlane submitted a sketch of Batman in the letters column, Eagle Eye fans snatched these up quickly and even helped it hit a new high price this week of $253 for a near mint raw. Check out the sketch. It's pretty cool. This Toddy Mac kid has some potential.
Yeah,
Do you have the sketch for
I didn't post the picture of the sketch, but just Google it. It's you'll find it.
It's really well done. It's like, holy hell. Like, I wonder how old he was. It doesn't say.
Yeah. Did you see the recent CGC Todd McFarlane signing he's doing, where he's going to be putting in cards for the slabs?
I heard about the signing, but not the cards. What does it entail?
Yeah, so he's basically taking like cards that he's drawn, like trading cards. And
Okay.
he's going to randomly put them in, whatever, books that he has. And to me, it seems kind of odd because I was like, I thought they were more valuable when they were, unopened, right? The packs of cards, So, so there you go.
Hmm.
If you're getting a Todd McFarlane sign, you may get a card, which is
That's good to know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's on CGC's Instagram. They talk about it, so it's very interesting. All right, so Comics Journal issue number 84 from Fantagraphics, 1983, $67, no grade, meaning they couldn't verify what it was. All right, what do we got up next?
Here's another hardcore book. Metal Gear Solid #1. This is the Ashley Wood Retailer Summit edition from IDW. This is 2004. Yet again, we have a Diamond Retailer Summit giveaway gracing our list and going for a relatively high price to boot. A freebie for attendees and often very limited. These books tend to fetch a high price on the aftermarket. Recently, this book, which was limited to 1,000 copies, sold in a CGC 9.8 for $540. A solid jump from its last sale of $300 in a CGC 9.8 less than 2 months ago. Metal Gear Solid is a fan favorite franchise, and seeing a bump in price is foreseeable as the recent news that Metal Gear Solid would be receiving a remake for the PlayStation 5 filtered out to fans. One such fan saw an opportunity and pulled the trigger, securing a copy of this rare Ashley Wood variant. With the regular cover for issue #1 topping out at around $150 for a CGC 9.8 and is much more readily available, said fans dedicated they were willing to pay the price to secure these rare copies.
Wow.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I've never seen this either. Yeah. I meant I wonder if there's going to be a movie or something like that. I mean, but now, you know what? Post pandemic or whatever, it seems to be like, when video games are being developed, people buy the comics, right? I mean, we've seen it all the time on our list, the Marios and the Segas and all the Sega the Hedgehog. Someone in
The last
the
one.
someone in the last show was like saying Sarah or I forgot what it was, but I forgot. All right, boys and girls, we're halfway there. So let's hear from our sponsor, My Slabs. Tired of paying 10, 15, 20%? Join the 1% revolution.
The platform designed by collectors for collectors just got even better. MySlabs.com is proud to now feature dedicated sections for both raw cards and raw comic books. Browse over 100,000 slab collectibles, authenticated by the industry's most trusted grading companies. Then check out a massive selection of sealed wax and now raw singles and raw lots. Join a passionate, no-nonsense community of nearly 50,000 members and enjoy some of the best buyer and seller protection in the business. And as always, My Slabs offers one of the most disruptive pricing models in the hobby, with seller fees as low as only 1%. So the next time you're forced to pay 10%, 20%, or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com, the low-fee marketplace, by collectors, for collectors.
All right, so we go from Metal Gear Solid to
The New England Comics Newsletter number 14. This is from New England Comics. It came out in 1986. When this comic strip was released, NEC, aka the New England Comics, included in the intro a call to arms to save this newsprint. What happened to be printed on that newspaper was the first appearance of the Tick. Fans should have heeded the words of NEC, but a large majority didn't. It has become a coveted key that has been fetching top dollar. Recently, a reported raw 5.0 copy sold for a whopping $1,300. Sales are few and far between, but that's a substantial jump from its last raw sale of $787 in 2019, and on par with its previous graded sale in a 9.4 for $1,626 in mid-2020. Most of these sales coincided with the end of the recent The Tick TV series, but since then it's been relatively quiet. Whether these books also included the signed COA that was part of the original batch that went out is much harder to say. When a confirmed copy sells with that additional piece of paper, it'll be interesting to see what that fetches in the aftermarket.
Yeah, this is a ghost. I'm sorry.
The whole list is a ghost.
Yeah, this is definitely ghost. And if
Is
you
something
haven't,
going on with the tick? Because this isn't the first time. I mean, we've had. I think it's the first time I've seen this on the show, but we've had like other first appearances of the tick on here before, like tick number 1, like the really hard to find ones and things like that.
yeah,
And people are paying top dollar for all this stuff. So I
Yeah.
don't know if there's something going on with the tick. I love the tick. You know, it's one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite like cartoons, and the comic book was really great as well. But it's just it's something going on. Like it's very,
haven't heard
it's
anything.
not a coincidence. These things are happening more and more.
yeah.
Right. I haven't heard anything there.
Maybe Amazon's gonna do another season of it was on Amazon, right?
Yeah, that was Amazon.
Mhm.
Yeah. Favorite character ever? Batman Will.
Batman Will was great.
Oh my god.
That was on the other. That was the other live action one. That was the first live action one with Peter Warburton and
Yeah.
American Made.
Yeah. New England Comics issue number 14 from New England Comics from 1986, $1,300 for a raw 5.0, 6.5 range. Good Lord. This book has consistently shown up on this list, either on the top 10 or on the shakers. It's a thing. It just pops up. What is it?
It's the Sailor Moon number 11 silver foil variant from Tokyo Pop 1999. We've covered this variant and the number 1 San Diego Comic-Con pink variant before. This first series of Sailor Moon is pricey on its own. However, these rare variants were only available as San Diego Comic-Con. Were only available as San Diego Comic-Con to Club Tokyo Pop members. Add an extra level of exclusivity and rarity. We've seen steady prices organically escalate in value. This silver variant is a reverse version of the first issue, which featured a silver star on pink. This week, a mic-dropping sale of $1,750 for a raw copy that was at 8.5. For comparison, a copy in the same condition last sold for $400 in July of 2022. This sale makes it the highest sale ever, topping a 9.0 raw of $500 that same month. This is nuts.
$1,750 for a raw VF. That is nuts. I mean, there's a lot of Sailor Mooners out there. I guess you can call them. If you're gonna call those other guys bronies, maybe you call them Sailor Mooners. See what he did there? But,
That's cute.
Yeah, Mooners maybe a little risque. Well, whatever. This show's not for adults, so fuck. Anyway, Sailor Moon number 11, the silver foil variant Tokyo Pop from another January 1st book.
It's so weird.
I think that's a placeholder. They don't know the exact date. I'm starting to think.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe. This next one people might have a chance on though.
Yeah. And it's in the kind of the spirit of the season.
Mm-hmm. Samurai Santa number 1 from Solson Publications, 1986. Everyone wants to collect the first appearance of comic book characters, but there has been a rise in the first appearance of comic book creators. Books such as Coyote number 11, which was the first interior art by Todd McFarlane, and Gore Shriek number 1, which was the first interior art by Greg Capullo, are being snatched up, and prices have reflected this as graded 9.8s are going for over $600. Jim Lee may be the biggest and most influential creator of our generation, so it's not surprising to see his first cover and interior artwork in Samurai Santa number 1 gain in popularity. Created in 1986 with an all-black cover, this is a tough 9.8, and we've only recorded 2 sales, one of which occurred this week, going for a record high of $1,800 on December 5th. It appears that one collector was getting into the Christmas spirit, and this is an excellent way to achieve that. This is badass. I mean, come on. This is worth, I think, the money. I would take this over the Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Hey, we got a lot of ones in there. So fine, so
we got one. Nice.
Yeah, there's quite a few people who have this. So off on a tangent a little bit, but I saw that Santa movie where he's fucking shit up. It is a fun movie.
Oh, the one with the guy from Stranger Things in it, right?
Yeah. It's pretty funny, man. It's funny
Wait, what
and
movie
it's
is this? What are you talking about? What movie?
oh fuck.
Is it called Seasons Beatings?
No, it's
No?
called something else. Someone in the live chat will say it because it's fun
Now I
though.
want to know.
Violent Santa. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
Yeah,
That was
Johnny.
close.
yeah. And interestingly enough, I do believe Santa is a mutant in the 616, isn't he?
Right. I
He's
think
like
that,
one
yeah.
of he's like considered one of the most powerful beings ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, because he can travel, whatever X amount of time to deliver presents to everybody, but maybe he needs an army of ninja elves
They're saying he has like time displacement abilities.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
crazy.
materialize anything out of his bag.
Yeah.
Now,
I
correct me
want
if I'm wrong here. We covered this book a while back on Nerdvana, and is this at the time when Jim Lee wanted his identity to remain anonymous? So if you own this book on like the first or second interior page where they're kind of talking about who he is, he only allows a photo of like his forehead up because he didn't want anybody to see his face.
quite possibly check out the big brains on Brenda. All
That's a new
right.
one.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the case here, but again, the chat will let me know. But I remember covering this, and it's just such an iconic book. I would 100% spend the money on this versus anything else so far.
And another January 1st book. Go figure.
Oh,
All
I
right.
want Voltron by Jenny Frison. If anybody has that, that's her first book, and I would love to have that.
There you go. Hook up Laura. All right. So we go from Samurai Santa to something
Ooh.
that this pops up a lot as well.
Good old Super Mario Brothers #1 from Acclaim and Valiant, 1990. As you'll see from the many books on this list, there are pockets of collectors still paying top dollar for high demand and high desired comics amidst a market with core keys falling in price. With Nintendo's first featured animated film with Super Mario Brothers, a Super Nintendo World opening in 2023 at Universal Parks, Mario Fever may just be outpacing COVID. Key Nintendo comics and magazines are on fire, hitting higher and higher prices. Some of the numbers from books like Nintendo Power #1 are mind-blowing. Yet, this first issue to Super Mario Brothers features a cover of the most celebrated Nintendo game of all time, Super Mario Brothers 3, and also a great cover from 8 Billion Genies. This is nostalgia meeting up with cultural relevance to cultivate a new high raw sale of $500 for a near mint.
Wow.
That's actually still a pretty good price when 9/8 sell for over $2,000.
And Bird City Comics does quite a few Nintendo variants for their books. So head over to Bird City Comics and you see 8 Billion Genies. What other ones did you guys have Nintendo, I guess, homages to?
We did a Twig cover. That was like our first 8-bit cover that we did for Twig. That was Hal Lauren. We have like a Transylvania cover that we did. We did an homage to Mortal Kombat recently. And then we have some more stuff coming up. And I'm dying to tell you guys, but I can't just yet. If you're following Bird City on Instagram, you'll know though. What do you guys think about Chris Pratt voicing as Mario in the new movie?
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
People
I don't
were
have a
so
problem with
pissed
that at all.
though. They were so mad. They're like, he's not Italian.
Dude, in the first movie,
Jack Black's not a dinosaur.
Yeah, in the first film, what's his name wasn't Italian either. Who was British? I forgot his name.
Oh, dang it, dude.
The chubby guy, not John Lee.
No, yeah, not John Leguizamo. The guy from. Oh, what else was he in? I'm trying to think of his name. He was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a friend. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, he was British for God's sakes, and but you know what?
Mario's
aren't
not a real
thrilled with the
person,
cat
so
change.
you're not going to hurt him by
Exactly. I
having
mean,
somebody else
people
play that.
just, I mean, people just want to just,
Bob
it,
Hopkins. Thank you, James, in the chat. That's right.
yeah.
Oh, James,
All right.
hi.
Super Mario Brothers issue number 1 from Acclaim and Valiant, January 1st, what the fuck is going on with January 1st, 1990, $500 for a raw dog. All right, last one on the list, and then we're going to see what's shaking today, boys and girls. Has anybody going to get a twofer? Because so far everybody's just a one for. So we shall see. I think you may have a chance.
Last but not least, the Transformers number 53. This is the newsstand edition by Marvel in 1989. We mentioned the first professional comic work of the great Jim Lee on Samurai Santa in 1986. Ultimately, Jim started his first Marvel work on the interior pages of Alpha Flight number 51 and his first Marvel cover with Alpha Flight number 53. Jim found his stride at Marvel doing both covers and interiors for more Alpha Flight issues. Punisher War Journal, Conan the Barbarian, and Marvel Age. One of these early covers included the issue of Transformers, one of only 2 covers for the franchise. Issue number 67 is his other cover. This is just a mere 3 months before Jim landed the X-Men gig on Uncanny X-Men number 248, which would skyrocket him to superstar status and one of the premier X artists. Many of these early Jim Lee covers are very undervalued, especially the Alpha Flight issues. Yet, as you can see from the newsstand sale of $1,500 for a CGC 9.8, there's gold in their hills. Did I say that right? Gold in them thar hills.
There's gold in them there hills.
There's gold in them thar hills. There you go. Granted, this newsstand is still driving the premium. In 1989, newsstands were roughly only 20% of the market. While CGC doesn't designate direct editions versus newsstand, together there are only 24 on the census. Get out there and dig for these Lee keys.
Who's the chick?
No idea. No idea.
And that's Jim Lee doing the cover, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you could have shown me this cover,
yeah.
and I never would have said it was Jim Lee.
Yeah, exactly. That's like totally different from from what when he did like Punisher and X-Men.
Yeah,
and all
I mean, even
those
his
things.
Alpha Flight looks like Jim Lee, to an extent. I mean, I guess it's a robot he's drawing. Who knows? But still, it doesn't look anything like Jim Lee.
Yeah, methinks there's going to be a lot of Transformers comics popping up on lists and people getting it with the new what is it? Transformers Beast something?
Rise of the Beast. Yeah,
Beast
I can't
Wars.
wait for that, dude. I am so pumped. Saving Nemesis Prime in the chat, man. I know what's up. Yeah, we've been talking about Beast Wars and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm excited too. I remember the original CGI was just so.
It was so high tech at the time. It was amazing.
At the time,
I go back
this
and
is
watch it now. I'm like,
amazing.
God, it's a PS1 game.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, basically, the CGI was too rushed. Like too slow. Like sometimes they transform really fast, and then sometimes Optimus Prime would take his time. Like, let me show you.
That was top notch in the day, though. Yeah,
It
but
blew
that was
my
just
mind back then. Blew my mind.
Yeah, but there's been some hits and there's been some misses. So Bumblebee, I love Bumblebee.
Bumblebee was great. Yeah, I mean,
All
Beast
I'm
Wars in general
asking-
just get some bad. They get the fans hate Beast Wars for some reason, but I love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
I
that. to come
love
out.
it.
Yeah.
That was yeah. I mean,
Give Bumblebee his damn voice back. That's all I'm asking.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's been too long. Let him talk. It's ridiculous. So let's do a seamless transition over to the CovrPrice, and we're gonna see what's shaking today, boys and girls. Oh, look at that. Seamless, man.
They just need to keep the Transformers on Cybertron. We need an all.
Here
Cybertron
is
movie.
the top 10, Marjorie Finnegan and some weird bad idea book. So this so I finally remember we were talking about this book number 6.
If it was a 06, okay.
The
Quasar.
Hulk book. Yeah, it's first
Yeah.
appearance of Marvel Man, and then
Yeah.
became Quasar.
Exactly. So the rumor is it was on comicbook.com that there's an an actor that's supposedly gonna be Quasar, and because his name is credited as just Quaz, so people just I think that's why that book bought. But anyway, here's the most units move. Oh, that's interesting. Catman and Kitten. I don't know what the hell that is, but
We can use our imagination.
Justice Society of
Yeah,
America gold. I think I bought that. There was another gold one I bought.
Yeah, they're
That
doing all
was
those '90s like gimmick covers again.
yeah,
Which is cool.
I like shiny things. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Give me
So
gold embossed anything.
yeah. So let's see what's shaking today, boys and girls. Giant size X-Men, famous funnies, good old Batman.
Batman number 3.
Yeah. This reminds me of the opening sequence when they're running.
Exactly.
It totally does. It does. Yeah.
So this is from 1940. Sold 1.5 for 6 G's. Wow, this thing has dropped a bit. This is the first appearance of
that's a 9.4 they had on there though.
Yeah. There's a huge discrepancy from between 9.6s and 9.4s to a 9.8 on this is Greg Land. And I sold mine, but what are you gonna do? Hey, I still have this Vengeance book.
I was gonna say, America's still a thing now.
Yeah,
Ms.
I think
America?
so. Yeah. America Chavez. I think she's going to be part of the Young Avengers. To be honest with you,
There's still a lot of room for that character to keep growing.
I don't doubt it. I just haven't heard anything from her, so I'm surprised to see her first appearance.
That's true.
Up that
Normally,
high.
kind of pops up when it's in the news.
yeah. Invincible #1.
That's a good book, man. I hate that I sold my copies.
I know. Such a great
Copies? You
series.
had more than one?
Yeah, there was
Oh,
down payment on a house or interest
Wow.
money for a house.
Yeah,
So,
and it should be I believe 2023 is season 2 that's coming out pretty soon.
There's
So,
some good keys in that run too, man. There's a lot of good
A
first
lot of
appearances,
keys. It's
lots
a-
of like big first appearances, big storylines that nobody knows about. We keep talking about this all the time on here.
Yeah,
Sam,
it's
but you don't know what you guys are in
yeah.
store for in this book.
Yeah.
the
coming back
remaining
out.
cover's nice
Invincible.
too.
Yeah, Invincible. It expands tremendously. I mean, right now they're kind of Earth based, but it
Yeah.
gets kind of really buck wild.
Wait till the Viltrumites show up.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Conquest.
Anyway. Oh, look at this.
That's
Good girl
sexy. I like
comics.
that. Hmm.
That's pretty.
Wow.
That's pretty racy. Wow.
I like that a
Wow.
lot. Yeah.
There's a lot going on here, man. I don't know what this green dude is. And this
I like how he has gills for abs.
yeah, and this girl's bra is barely sticking on there.
Yeah.
Wearing
Planet
wedges, that's
Comics.
amazing.
Yeah,
for her.
Planet Comics number 72. Sold for $675 for a 4.0.
What about that House of Secrets? There isn't it a book for you, Laura? Don't you do like girls in red dresses?
Blondes in red
Wow.
dresses.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
it
close.
has
You're
to be
close,
blonde
though.
and a
You're-
red dress. There you go.
I have several. It's kind of becoming a weird addiction of mine.
$716
I know,
for
I know.
House of Secrets number 5. There you go. Good old Nyx. Poor Nyx. Aha. Come on, Brother
Mhm.
Voodoo. Come and bring it.
It's bound
Brother
to happen
Voodoo.
sooner or later.
Strange Tales issue number 169. First appearance, Brother Voodoo. PGX.
PGX
sold-
8.5, dude.
Yeah.
That's like a
Who knows?
4.
Like a 7.
Yeah.
Restored.
It's odd that he's not in the Midnight Suns game, or maybe he is. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's gonna be, but from all the cut scenes and things that I've seen, Brother Voodoo's not there, and he's like, hello, they needed magic users, and he's one of the best. I mean, and he at one point was a Sorcerer Supreme, so I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, Dr. Voodoo, that would be dope. Kid Cold Outlaw.
It's like this
What-
weird sci-fi and Old West
I
comic.
was gonna say, yeah, a cowboy fighting a giant I don't know what the fuck it is.
This cover's ridiculous.
It is crazy. The caption is, the monster is lifting me into air by some strange power. I am completely helpless. Yeah.
See, but it's
Pac-Man,
not like the monster from Wednesday, sort of. It has the same eyes.
Oh yeah, a little bit to hide.
It
Kind
looks like the
of,
Wednesday
yeah.
guy. Kind of cute. Like you want to cuddle him a little bit if he doesn't eat you alive.
No.
No? No cuddling?
What
All right.
monster?
The
The monster that's
Oh.
killing everybody? No, I don't want to cuddle with him. No way.
a little cuddle, just like a little snuggle. It'll be fine.
Okay. Well,
I
tell
just
me how
wanted
it
to, I just wanted
goes.
to squeeze his oversized eyeball. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of cute. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. All right. Hey, Nemesis Prime out there. This is Star Wars number 6.
Nice.
This is the first full appearance of Wedge Antilles. 9.8 over 500 bones, man.
Is that what happens when they pull your underwear up out of your pants and over your head?
Yeah,
Like a super wedgie?
exactly. In Latin, because Antilles, I don't know what Antilles means.
We
but
were all
yeah.
thinking it, Gabe.
Let's go. Sunfire's popping up on here too. Look at that. Got to get my Sunfire in, man. Got first appearance Sunfire, 8.5, so for 490.
Dude, the Sunfire that Joe Mad redesigned for Age of Apocalypse is the greatest Sunfire ever. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I have to look into that. Yeah.
Look at Watchmen popping up on here randomly. Next row down.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most important comic books of all time. I don't think it was in that. I think 9/8 are like $900 or something.
Yeah, well, 437 for 9.8, but I think at the height, yeah, 9.8 was 1,300. Back when I think the HBO show came out, I think was that 2021? I don't even know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe was it 2020? Either way, but
yeah, it's a great show. You guys, if you haven't peeped it out, you should peep it out, man.
Most people feel. I'm a huge Watchmen fan. It's my favorite comic of all time, but a lot of people feel like you should never do anything with Watchmen. Like, leave it alone. It is what it is. Don't do sequels. That Watchmen's perfect. That's like the perfect sequel or whatever for it. It's great.
And that's coming directly from Alan Moore's mouth.
Alan Moore hates everything.
Exactly.
He hates money.
Good old Creepy magazine, man. Yeah, look at that.
Creepy in here.
Oh, man. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Comics to give you the creeps, the collector's edition.
I don't know if you've ever seen these in person, but when you get a nice copy and that yellow just is amazing. It's so great in real life.
Yeah, somebody got a 9.0. Wow, for $413 from 1964.
I don't think that's a bad price. That's good.
No, that's worth it.
No.
100%.
Rawhide Kid. I'm telling you, Marvel's going to go back to the old West.
You know what, Tim? I'll tell you this. I was thinking about that myself. I think even DC can do Old West. I think there's things out there because as we go through this list, we see things like weird pre-code horror, pre-code like crime, pre-code, all that kind of stuff. But I think we're missing out that there's also a lot of great stuff out there for like Western books and war comics are some of the coolest stuff out there.
Well, I'm at probably a year or two ago. We had a long-term spec list that we had from some insider that there is an actual storyline in the comics where the Avengers or Kang sends the Avengers back into the Old West to fight.
That's right. I actually know what you're talking about. This one.
Yeah, so Rawhide Kid, and then I think the original Ghost Rider and some other things. So cool. I can see that happening, man. I mean,
the Wild West is nostalgic. That's what people are buying and what they're into right now. Seeing that nostalgia.
Like Old West comics. If you go look at like Jonah Hex comics or stuff like that, they're like dirt cheap for being so old and so awesome.
Yeah. Would Turok be an Old West comic? I mean, I guess he's kind of.
I mean, it's a half naked guy with a loincloth and a spear. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my style, right?
Here we go. I love this cover. My ward is a junkie.
This is the better like drug comic because both DC and Marvel did one like simultaneously. And this is the better version. Like,
actually, Neil Adams said that Spider-Man beat him to it.
Right. Yeah. They did it first and then but this is like right behind it. Like they did it pretty close to one another. But this is the better one because Spider-Man just like Harry
He
Osborn
was.
taking too many like pills or something like this. Well, this is like some hardcore street drugs. This dude's shooting up, so hardcore.
Oh yeah, I mean that's DC attacks youth's greatest problem with drugs. It's called rainbow fentanyl. Just kidding. Jesus.
Shoot it
Ah,
up between your
good old
toes.
Good old Johnny Quest, man. When I was a kid, this is nostalgia big time.
That's a great cover.
So
That's Dave Stevens cover.
Wow. Good call, Gabe. Johnny Quest number 3
Yeah, really
from
good eye.
Comico, 354, 9.8. I don't know why they haven't, redone that. I mean, I think that's a great IP that somebody should do. I don't
Wasn't
know
there a
who.
rumor about that coming back? I feel like within the last couple of years, people were rumbling about that.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah, they should. Well, that's random. Silver Surfer number 15. Interesting. See the Surfer attacked by the torch. So Silver Surfer number 15 sold for $350 and an 8.0.
That's still pretty cheap for a 1970s book.
Yeah, all those Silver Surfer books, man. As soon as he comes on screen,
forget about it.
It's gonna be massive,
Mm.
massive. Love this book.
That's
This
another
entire
book that's watch.
Starling run, the Starling run on this Captain Marvel series.
Great.
This is absolutely fantastic, man. Captain Marvel number 28, the regular edition. First appearance of Eon, third appearance of Drax the Destroyer, fourth appearance of Thanos, second cover appearance of Thanos. Have you ever seen the Christmas special from Marvel and
so good.
with Drax? It's so good. It's so good.
It
It
is
just,
really good.
yeah. It's a nice little, accoutrement to the things that they're doing right now. So I mean, speaking of which, I was up till 4 a.m. last night watching the Terminal List again. It is a great show. If you guys haven't seen the Terminal List with Chris Pratt, it is fantastic. It's one of those things you should binge it.
Or watch Firefly like I did last night.
Oh, Firefly. Okay. Hey,
Again.
good old.
I'm watching
Oh, good.
a documentary about how the McDonald's Monopoly game was rigged.
I saw that.
Wait, what?
It was
Yeah.
Pepsi. It was Pepsi.
No. That's another one where the guy got all the Pepsi points and wanted his jet.
His
There's
jet.
another
yeah.
one that I'm watching that it's how the Monopoly game from McDonald's was rigged and how the
In what way?
Oh yeah, I seen
don't
that
see
one
it
before.
really.
Yeah, I said that one's been out for. That came out a few years ago.
It is.
Yeah,
I just saw it
that
last
one.
night. I watched the first episode. I was like, oh, this is so interesting.
Yeah.
I had no
Yeah.
idea. I used to play that
Yeah.
stupid game.
X-Men
get sweet
141. X-Men
Watch the
141.
documentary.
Yeah. Good old, look at that classic John Byrne cover.
Yep.
3.
Hey, Laura, you're getting an invite to go get street
9.0.
tacos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Anthony, I am in. We have this
All right.
awesome street taco truck down the street. It's amazing. Really good tacos.
All right. Well, we kept you captive long enough, boys and girls. So thanks for hanging out with us on a Thursday. We had to do it last minute, but 100 of you are hanging out with us, so we appreciate it, man. So I am gonna take a slumber until Tuesday. Yeah, I'm tired.
Hibernate.
Work's got me beat down, and yeah, man. So I quit. I'm just kidding.
I get
Yeah. Laura, any I was gonna say any bad words. Laura, any last words?
So the book that we were going to drop tomorrow, I will tell you guys this. It was Darkwing Duck. It's going to be Darkwing Duck. And we have 2 different covers. Would you like to know who did them?
Yes.
That's dangerous.
We got Ivan Tao on one of them. And then Trish Forstner, the same person that did our 8 Billion Genies run, is on our other cover for Darkwing Duck. If you want to be one of the first to see the images, make sure you're following us on Instagram. As soon as we get the okay from Disney, we'll start showing teasers and then we'll launch those bad boys.
Yep. And I'll give away a copy too. If you
Yes,
tune
you
into
will.
the Lord Show, I'll give it away, and you have to be in the live chat.
You guys are gonna love them. They're so good. They're so good. I know I sound biased, but they're really good.
And Anthony somewhere in the background, like, shh.
I know.
No, Anthony's in the chat saying show the Trish one. That one's approved by Disney.
I don't know how to do that, and that's like pushing he has like 4 different monitors in front of me.
Alexa,
I don't
pull
know
up
how to do it.
that image.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
next
I don't know
next
what to do.
time, next time
Next
we'll
time,
tease it on Tuesday or Thursday.
Yes,
Hopefully.
yes.
Yeah. Gabe, any last words?
Everybody, thanks for showing up. Catch me also on Omni Bros Live. Go there. I just did an interview, a nice hour-long interview with Eric Larson from Savage Dragon.
Wow.
So check that out.
Savage Dragon. There we go.
That's cool. Very
All
cool.
right. For Gabe and Laura, this is TiVo wishing, saying we'll see you next Tuesday for the Cover Price Top 10. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in the long boxes.
Bye.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God. Hold on and get some, boy.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Hold on and get some, boy.
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?